Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mediocre Man Magazine. This week's article, we're going to be talking about how to mount furniture or, pictures to a wall. I think these floating bedside table shelves came out pretty good. Pretty happy with them. There's a couple things that went wrong along the way. The mounting hardware on the side that I bought came with screws that protruded out the inside of the cabinet. So I've had to file those off. Hey, didn't work out. It's okay to aim for average. Today, I'm gonna work on mounting these to the bedside wall. It's Halloween this week. I think I want to have it nice and tidied up. So if I open the garage up, I don't want to have the floating tables for the neighbors to see, because I want to sleep in my own bed this week and not on the couch. Things that I'm going to be needing, got just a few hand tools. This is pretty basic, how to mount something to a wall. So we're going to go over that together, and I'm going to mount it to the wall. Here we go. Welcome to this week's article, Mounting Crap to a Wall.
That's better.
Before we start on hand tools and what tools we need to be able to mount the shelves, remember to check your text messages and you've done the honey-do list. Left on mine is the laundry. I forgot to do it and I need a space to put my stuff down, so I better get to work. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, beer helps. Tools needed. So, for all beginners and mediocres out there, you don't need the fanciest of tools. I mostly use DeWalt. Some people like to say, oh, there's better brands out there. I'm not sponsored by DeWalt, although I wish I was. When you go to any hardware store, some people will criticize certain companies over others. I mean, for just doing the average stuff around the house, pick whatever you want. If you're going for affordability, I don't blame you. You're only aiming for average here. Let's start it up. I mean, definitely always keep a drill compact. So just to be able to suck the furniture onto the wall that we're going to mount to, I want to really make sure it drives it right into it. Yeah, charger and battery pack up, get that plugged in right away. Standard tape measure, that one's definitely going to be needed. Masking tape, painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you can put on the wall. I'll show you why you need that. A stud finder. Boo, boo, boo! Worst joke ever. That's super important. We got to make sure that whatever we're mounting, we can find what's behind the drywall to make sure that it's secured properly. Always just keep a utility knife just in case, because you're always going to want to keep your pencil sharp, or may your life be forever dull. Robertson screwdriver. I'm Canadian. We only use Robertson out here, or generally we try to. Drill bit for any pilot holes to make sure we don't wreck the wood or split it. 3-inch screws. I want to say 8 of them, 4 in each, but I only have 7, so that'll do. Levels. We're definitely going to want a 2-foot level. 4-foot level goes a long way as well. Probably the most important thing you got to have when you're working on the house. A beer. Wish me luck. Here we go. Here's a couple tricks to just help you not make as many mistakes around the house and mark things up you have to go back again later and repair. Painter's or masking tape. I use it as much as I can when putting markings on the wall. That way if you put pencil, you either have to paint over it or wash over it, and it's just extra steps. Whereas if it's painter's tape, you just peel it off and you're good to go. These cabinets are 14 inches high. And I want to clear the electrical so that it's going to be off the wall, but I want the cable to sort of hide behind it, and I don't want the plug to be able to not be able to plug it in. I just don't want anything up against the plug itself or in the way of it. 14 inches above the light switch, that's where I want to do that. So then if that's my mark to clear it now that I made a tape line 14 inches above there, now I go right to the ground, because now I want to transfer it onto this wall. I go right to the ground, and it says 30 1/4. So now I go to this side, and around here, 30 1/4, I'm going to put some tape on here right now. I'm going to tape it across so that I have a space to do it, and then I can start mounting this cabinet. A mark at 30 1/4. Great, I even got some on the wall. There goes my perfection. Well. Whatever, we all make mistakes. Aiming for average here. Into the corner. I'll hold it on the pencil mark there, and then The bubble is in the center. And then I make a mark. And that'll do. Okay? So now the next part I want to do is I'm gonna drill some pilot holes in the back of this cabinet. I measure down. I'm gonna want one, let's say 2 and 4 inches, just so they're spread apart. So 2 inches and 4 inches, 2 inches and 4 inches again. 1/8 inch drill bit. Just gonna pick it up a bit so I don't drill in the back of the cabinet. Okay, as I brush this on the floor, I'm thinking to myself, now the wife's gonna make me vacuum, whatever, that's how it goes. I'm gonna now tip this up and then I'm gonna mount this on the wall. This is usually where you'd want to get a second person in here to help you, or just put a stool underneath it or something if you're in a tight corner like I am. Once you get it in place and you know it's in line and you're happy, like get it just half started on 2 screws, then peel the tape away, then send her home. This is actually shiplap. There are studs behind this wall. Now luckily, for my sake, I don't have to worry. I can screw anywhere because I've already screwed into the studs through the shiplap, so it's already strong enough. For some of you, it'll get a little more complicated. You're gonna have to make sure you hit the studs. So if I come across this way, I hold the button down. Try again, on here. From this side, dang. There it is. If I hit that there, boom, I'm gonna wanna make a mark, get some tape. I got it right there. That's the stud right in between there. The light went on, showed me where the stud was behind the drywall. So off the back, it says that it would wanna go 5 1/4 inches over. If I wanted to go through this way, I'd measure over down the back side, 5 1/4 inch over, mark a pilot hole, mount it up, go right in there. The pilot hole is super helpful that way, and that way you don't have to try and look for it and line it up. You've already laid out the pilot hole, so it'll be good to go. Thank you. Down in the Mediocre Man Cave, found a little igloo cooler box, exactly 16 inches high, which has got me within like an inch of where I need to be. I'm not sponsored by Igloo, but that would be sweet. Anyways, pull a little drawer wrap. Tippy. Forgot something. I got my 7 screws. Kind of just get it started underneath. In the pilot hole. And I got the second screw ready in the pilot hole. So now I can get the screw gun ready and own it. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a struggle down here. Okay, so the screw is on. Okay, so that's one pretty good. The other side, get it nice and ready. It's hanging. Okay, now I got it on the line. This would be the time where I would peel the tape away. Peel the tape off. No marks on the wall. Now I can go underneath and finish drilling it all the way in. That's one, that's good. Nice and tight to the wall. Woo! Okay, next one. Boom. And because this is my side of the bed, I'm going to put a pilot hole in this one because I only have 7 screws, so if it falls off, wife won't kill me. There you go. She's in. She's good. Nice and levelino. Pull the little igloo cooler out. I wish it was full of bear. Pull the tape off. Good to go. Yeah, she's good.
So tired of waiting. Self-collective thought was brought to life. Aren't you tired of training?
So, this week on Mediocre Man, we had Okanagan Springs 1516 lager in the fridge. I know I said I was going to have the red truck. Had some friends over, started handing them out, had nothing left. So I picked up a new case. We'll do Red Truck another week, but the Okanagan Springs 1516, it's definitely a go-to. Yeah, it's a good lager. Cheers. Yeah, it's light. It's good while you're doing stuff around the house. Definitely something I would recommend trying out. Most of the beers that I drink on the regular is lagers and pilsners. Yeah, this week, mounting of the side tables there. I think they turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. So is the wife, so, you know, live another day. Just to recap quickly, don't forget, don't make permanent marks on the wall. Even pencil, it can be a pain to take off the walls. Try and use masking tape or painter's tape. You're gonna make a mark. Leveling, finding the studs, stud finders. Mine was okay because I had shiplap board there, but if you had a wall there, make sure you line up, do the stud finder, lay it out where it needs to be. There'll be more stud finding lessons in the future videos and articles that I make. The mounting of the side tables was a little difficult there on my own. I was able to screw them on luckily anywhere I wanted to. Definitely if you had to line them up with the studs and it could be in an awkward spot. I could see that being difficult for some people if you're ever mounting things like that. The cabinets were in the way. That was definitely something that would have been easier if I had a second set of hands, but it was also a pretty awkward corner. So to the rescue came the Igloo cooler. Like I said, not sponsored by them, but man, I sure wish I was. Don't forget, pilot holes, pretty important. Make sure that you always screw a pilot hole so you don't want the wood to split. That would be a pain right at the end there. It looks all real nice. Going forward, not really sure what I'm going to do for episodes 3 and 4, so please leave in the comments below what you think I should be doing next. Yeah, I got a couple things up in the air and some ideas of things I'm working on. The honeydew list never really ends. If there's anything you really want to see me do, I'd gladly make a video on it. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube at Mediocre Man Magazine. On Facebook, follow me at Mediocre Man. On Instagram this week, I'll be working on a side project of these little 3D characters I usually do with my high school students. Anything else, don't forget, please follow, please share, please like, please comment. Putting in a lot of work hoping that I'm helping people kind of live the mediocre life, you know, and there's nothing wrong with aiming for average. This is Mediocre Man Magazine, and I'm Mediocre Man. Cheers.